Welcome back to Adanac Accent Coaching. I'm Allison. I just want to mention something today that I'm noticing. This is one of the moving targets of North American English that can be a little bit tricky. So we have British English and we have North American English, and we have this process of dropping this y sound from some of our words that will be maintained in British English. And then in North American English, we have some that are maintained and some that have been dropped. So for example, the word do, as in D-E-W, or as in D-U-E, we're just saying do like D-O. We're not saying dew. So this is something that's different. Same with new. We're not saying new. We don't say I knew or that's new. It's I knew that or that's a new thing. For consume, we're not saying consume, right? So there's a number of these where we've dropped the y sound and it sounds reasonable, it sounds rational, it sounds good. And then there's some where you're like, well, why are we dropping that here and not there? Like, how can we say confuse but not consume? So we're still saying confuse with the y. We're not saying confuse, but we're saying consume. So we're dropping the y after what? After S sounds, because S and F are phonologically, they kind of have a similar sound. They're both voiceless fricatives. So just pay attention to this one between British English and North American English, because British English will maintain new, duties, newspaper, consume, like that kind of thing, and it'll all be new, duties, newspaper, consume in North America. Do you have any more examples of this yod dropping that you want to share? Why don't you put them in the comments? Or if you have any questions like, oh, do we drop it here or not there? Try that. Like something else I've noticed is a regional difference. I would say avenue with the nya, with the yod, but I would see someone on TV saying avenue. So that's another one. How come that's changing in some places as compared to others? It could be frequency. It could be the frequency of the word. It could be the regional kind of, second languages that influence English, because there's a lot of all across North America, we have second languages of people, first languages of people, in fact, that aren't English, influencing the way that English changes over time. In fact, you can think of the English from North America as being closer to what Shakespeare would have sounded like, because during the exodus of people from Britain to North America, and that the following period of, taking independence from the Commonwealth, that accent was maintained and brought to America. And then in the UK, the R started fading. So in the UK, they would have used to say R sounds like car. And now most dialects in the UK are non-rhotic, which means they would say caw instead of car. So the non-rhotic aspect of British English, which is the biggest feature that distinguishes it from North American English, means that British English wouldn't sound good for Shakespeare because of the non-rhotic fact. So people often think of British as being more sophisticated and higher class or something more like Shakespeare. But when you think about it, it's no more or less sophisticated. It's no more or less classy. Like there's aspects of both language that can be sophisticated or that can be common. So we can't really have language supremacy over each other, although English does enjoy some language supremacy across the world. So if you have any more questions about this, about yod dropping, about other processes that are different between North American English and British English, just leave me a comment and I'll try and get to in my next video. And if you've left me a comment before of stuff you want me to work on and I missed it, you can feel free to leave me a comment again until I do it. I'm forgetful, so if I've missed it, I do apologize. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.